Welcome.
Why didn't you text me back? She's so fake.
Did we just get played?
Oh my
like,
God.
is this happening right now? Did he just?
Sorry, I'm belligerent. Like,
You did my vlog camera. I was putting the whole thing.
love you, mean it.
She didn't mean that.
We're like, no, I would mean sense.
We're not those girls.
Him? Like, get out of my face. I know all y'all was talking shit. I know you guys.
It's not
like,
personal, Gorge.
No,
Welcome back, snowflakes.
it's not personal.
Gorge. No, we canceled that one. Huh?
We canceled Gorge.
All in favor of cutting Gorge, raise your hands now. Okay.
It's
okay.
just- it's
it's
not
just
personal.
it's not personal.
No, it's totally fine though. It's not personal. Well,
Today we're gonna talk about things that we used to be,
things that we used to be.
which is a lot of things.
A lot of things. I
And-
would consider myself that I used to be a druggie.
Oh yeah, I was a junkie as well.
I was a definite druggie.
I think this is one of the many ways that me and Janie bonded.
No, this is like how we first connected. Is like we talked about all the drugs that we used to do.
Yeah, because I think we're pretty calm now.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even drink or do drugs anymore.
Jeannie goes to bed at like 8
10.
p.m. Oh, okay. You're getting a little crazier
like
now.
10, yeah, sometimes 12, not gonna lie.
What?
No, yeah. I know. No, I get it. I know. One of the key moments that we bonded was triple C's.
Because who
Does no, listen,
no,
let me
who
tell
knows
you
about triple C's?
Triple C's are sinus medicine that are also used to get high when you are bored, lonely, and bored. I would go to Walmart and steal that, and then I would take like 12 of them bitches, and then
It's imperative you take 10 to 12 doses to start.
I'd be doing like jumping jacks in the freaking.
Would you remember?
I mean, no, really, no. I mean, the only thing I remember is doing the jumping jacks and the stretching. I was like stretching excessively.
How old were you?
Like 12, 13. I don't know. My mom used to send me off to like my aunt's house thinking that I would be put in line. But like in reality, I was doing drugs the entire time. Like my aunt was like,
How did you like choose triple C's? Like
these
why?
little kids that were there at the house.
Oh, at Auntie's house.
Yeah, they were like, have you ever done this before? And I was like, no. And they were like, do it. Take 12. They were like, take 12 and you'll feel good. And I was like, okay. So like I just took 12 and I was like, wow.
So one of my best friend's moms in middle school, she was like the one that would slang us like all the stuff that we would do because she was a druggie as well. So homie, she would come scoop us out of school, take us out for the day, and then we would just take whatever she had on hand. And so like on this particular day, I guess she ran out of the good stuff, which was like Molly and whatever else she had. I think she also had like Adderalls.
Yeah.
But she gave us triple C's, and she dropped us off at the local like park down the
or
street.
something. Yeah. You dropped about the skate park.
And so her daughter, my bestie, she like whips out this little like plastic bag full of these red little pills, and I was like, "What are those?" She's like, "Triple C's," and I was like, "What? Triple C's?"
I still think it's
so
crazy
cool.
that you know about triple C's. Like that's how I know you was down bad when you were a kid, because I was down bad.
Yeah, no. Me and Jeannie came from like
The scraps, like
yeah.
the trenches.
we were in the trenches together. We didn't know it yet, and so we're just like,
No, that's crazy that's how yours came to be. Your friend's mom.
dude.
But I had mom friends that did that, like, or mainly alcohol.
It was mostly alcohol.
Mostly alcohol.
I think she was
yeah.
really depressed.
Yeah.
So
no,
she-
my aunt provided like weed, and then like cigarettes. But then the girls that were there at the house, they were like, "Jeannie, do these drugs," and I was just like, "Okay."
Yeah. And then there's like some days at like our house when my parents would be like gone and my brother would like be like NyQuil.
Oh yeah. Oh bitch, I used to chug some NyQuil. Like if I was really like, what is there to do? No triple C's. No, I'm really feeling those. I'd be like, what can I get in the sinus section?
The sinus section.
I'd be like NyQuil.
And you would steal all of it.
Yeah, I would chug the whole bottle. I'd be feeling woozy, and then I'd knock out. But I would also go to like, I lived in a really small town, so like I would go to the Terry's. We had a Terry's. I don't know if you know what that is. But it's a like Piggly Wiggly, Terry's. I don't know. I don't know what. I would describe Piggly Wiggly as if a grocery store was a honky-tonk dive bar. Oh yeah, you're from Cali, bro.
Piggly Wiggly.
I'm from the South. I'm from like deep in the South.
We would go to Big Five. Not Big Five. That's a sports store. No, Big Lots.
Big Lots.
Big Lots.
Oh, I had a Big Lots, but no, I went to Terry's. Big Lots. That's Big Lots. Didn't even know they had shit like that there.
It was right next to our middle school, so we would go into Big Lots in the mornings, and we would steal packs of whatever. Whether that was like we would mostly steal computer cleaners.
Oh, wait, what
like,
is that?
It's basically Nas. And they would have them in 6-packs. It's how you clean like computer boards, like the.
I want to acknowledge that we were down bad.
Stuff that you would do like at a rave, and you would. What's it called?
Like.
Fucking whippets.
Whippets. It's whippets.
Oh, bro, I used to do so many whippets. Oh my god, horse tranquilizer shit.
Bro.
Horse tranquilizer.
Ketamine, that's ketamine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I used to do a lot of K. I used to do
K and
so
whippets.
much K.
It's
Yeah.
different. But I feel like my best, most memorable highs of like the 12, 13-year-olds.
Yeah, when I was
whippets.
young, that was the best time to ever do drugs. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, even as I get older, I don't do drugs anymore.
I like it less and less.
I just don't like it anymore. I don't even drink anymore. Like, I don't want to.
Because the day after, I'm just like...
like, most people are like, oh, I'm good. And I'm just like, I need 3 days. Like,
Yeah.
I need 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, no longer, no less. Like, 3 days.
Yeah, I feel like we're so much more developed as human beings for having abused drugs at like the young ages of 12
like, honestly,
years old.
I'm happy that I abused them drugs at that age.
I am
because it
too.
really made me who I am today. Like, on this podcast. Like,
It did, yeah.
It really
shaped
straightened me the fuck up.
Yeah,
Because like most 21-year-old, 12-year-old we are literally like are literally out here like drugs, partying, yeah. And I'm just like, absolutely not. Bed 10
If
o'clock.
I was to do that now, it would age me so fast.
That too, I
so
think about that
fast.
too. I think about that because like once you hit a certain age, like you really gotta stop drinking and drugs. Like that shit is gonna hit you. You think it won't.
And
but-
even as an adult now, like the first year I ever moved out to live alone, like I tried, keeping up with like my friends, whatever friends I had at the time. Like they would like be up all night doing like cocaine or and I tried, and I was just like, the more I did, the less fun I had. And I was like, what is going on with me? This is so not what I remember it used to be.
Yeah,
So
it's really
weird.
not. Cause I remember when I used to do like heavy coke. Like I used to be on that shit, bad. And like I lost so many friends though. Like, like no one wanted to hang out with me, cause my ass would be sniffing a line at 7 a.m. while everyone's like sleeping, and then Jeannie would be up, and all of a sudden you're going to get a glass of water, and Jeannie's tweaking in the kitchen, and I'm just like, good morning, and they're like, good morning.
Are you on cocaine right now?
No. X. I was just down bad. But there's nothing to do in Alabama but drugs. Like, there's nothing to do. You're either a firefighter, you're a police officer, you're a nurse, you're pregnant, or you're a drug addict. And I chose drug addict.
Yeah.
And I was like...
For a couple years.
For a couple years. And then now I'm good. I'm clean. I was like, wow, I feel like shit.
Coke was one of those drugs that like shut me up. Like I couldn't speak because I would have full-blown conversations with myself in my
Yeah,
head.
I was so in my head.
Like, if you were to say, like, oh, Boots, that's so tight, where'd you get that? If I had done over, like, 3 lines, I would just look at you, think about what I wanted to say, tell myself, no, that's really dumb. Just don't say anything at all. And then just look at
just
you.
Stare.
Yeah, just stare. It made me really weird.
I know. I don't like it I would never do that again. I would never do coke again.
Would it
And
do
when
that to
people
you too?
ask me, well, yeah, once I did enough, I like couldn't speak anymore.
Why?
Like, at first, I'd be talking your head off. Like I had so much to say, and then by like the 8 ball's gone. Now I'm like, I have no idea what to say anymore. I don't know how to breathe. I don't know how to walk. I don't know what it's life, and I hate being in my head. Like, oh my God, I'd be like, I hate it in here. Like, it would be, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Our come up. I remember, like, literally, I was in a trap house smoking, doing Xanax and all that shit, and then now I'm like,
All right, I'm gonna go to the gym. It's 8 a.m.
I know, no, I'm like up at 8 a.m., sea moss, lemon water, collagen peptides. And back then I was like, right in the morning, I was like sweet tea from McDonald's, a fucking McChicken, some shit. I was eating.
I was addicted to Taco Bell.
Oh, bitch, me too. Bean burritos, no red sauce, no onion, bean and cheese. Make that shit crispy.
$5. I was about to say $5 foot long.
$5 footlong. Honestly, I used to eat that hella.
Yeah,
to be honest, I don't even eat that anymore.
I thought Subway was so healthy when I was in middle school.
Me too. I used to eat the shit out of some Subway. And now I would never. Now I literally, everything I eat is fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Everything straight from the ground. Like.
This episode is brought to you by CMOS. Be healthy, like me.
The best drugs are like hallucinogenics.
Yeah, psychedelics.
They are.
The first time I did acid, I was in water. I was at a pool with like 10 people. And we were just all like floating and watching each other, like, don't drown. Like, we were all like, I first did acid. I just remember this guy was like, Jeannie, come here. And like he held me and he hugged me. He goes, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Human contact. Human contact was wild. I just remember we all just kept hearing each other's thoughts and knowing what we were all thinking. And like we were all just intersecting. And we were just like, what? We were on acid.
Okay.
And then I just remember this guy, he came to like knock, this guy's mom was coming. This guy's mom was coming. And we were all tripping. We're like, bro, your mom is on the way and we're all on acid. Like, there's no way we're making it out of this.
How old were you?
We were like 17, 18.
Okay.
And then he was like, no, I got it. And we're like, all right. Like, and apparently he did good. Well, then we got another knock at the door and it was this boy. And it scared the shit out of me. I remember I answered and I ran back and I was like, hey, he looked like a raw piece of chicken. Like, it was a raw piece of chicken. And I tell you, if you saw this boy, he does look like a raw piece of chicken.
You said this boy looked like a raw piece of chicken.
Yes, but if you saw him in person, you would literally be like, he really does look like a raw piece of chicken. The man's ugly. The man's ugly as fuck. He looks like a raw piece of chicken. And so my acid self was like, there's a raw piece of chicken sitting at the door. There's a raw piece of chicken sitting at the door. And then, so he came out and then they were like, who is it? I'm like, oh, it's Blank. I can't say his name. They're like, Jeannie is Blank. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, what's up, dog? Like, dap him up and everything. Sorry about that. And then then this other sober guy came and just rolled joints for us the whole time because we're just like smoking.
My worst story ever, that was our story. My worst trip I've ever had, it was shrooms. And I would always, take a little bit of shrooms every now and then just to like get like the vibes or whatever.
Yeah,
but then
microdose.
One day, I would microdose. But then one day I was like, I want to take a full dose. I want to really, really feel it. So I bought a whole dose, which is like 3.5 grams of shrooms. And I just...
When me and you went to Amsterdam.
No, this was bad. This was a full dose of shrooms, and me and my friends went to the beach that day, and they were like, it's going to be amazing, the beach, nature, and I was like, I don't know. 'Cause I don't fuck with the sun like that. I get really dehydrated. Don't drink water.
Yeah.
And the shrooms start hitting, and they hit so hard that like I didn't know where I was. I was like stuck on a water bottle for like an hour just trying to get some water out of it. Everyone around me was also on shrooms, and I felt like I was gonna die of like dehydration.
God, that's scary.
I tried to get up, and like I felt like I was in the desert because like all I saw was sand for like ever. And I remember like I felt so trapped. Anyways, we ended up finally leaving somehow. Like fast forward, it's time to get in the car. Our my friend's boyfriend is driving. He's sober. We're on PCH highway, and he needs to bust a U-turn. But in my head, I'm like, you're driving a car full of people that are on psychedelics, and you're gonna bust a U-turn on a busy ass freeway, PCH. Like with cars
I would have been
like,
honestly concerned.
I was so worried. So he busts a U-turn, and in that moment, like I saw a car about to hit us. So I closed my eyes. It hit us in my head, and like the car span out, and I was like, oh, I died. And I swear, I saw white, and I was like in peace mode, but then I was like, damn, my parents are gonna be so sad. and then
like, finally.
I opened my eyes, and we're at my house. All my friends are at my house, and they're like, all right, Steph, get the keys. And I was like,
wait, I don't. Like, wow, this is heaven. Okay.
So they're looking at me to get my keys out, and I'm like, looking through my backpack for like 5 minutes.
You're like, first of all, I was dead a second ago.
Now you need.
Now I'm alive. I'm alive, but I'm dead. I'm alive, but I'm dead.
I'm alive, and I want to be dead because I don't know where the keys are. My neighbors start coming out of their houses on the street, and like I could tell they're staring at us, and they're like, Steph, where are the keys? And I'm like, you can't put this pressure on me. I don't know.
I'm like, I thought I was dead 2 minutes ago. Like, now I'm alive. I'm just so confused. That's honestly the funniest shit ever. The fact that you were at peace makes it so much funnier too. Like, I can see you being happy with death, bitch. I don't know why you don't want to jump out of a plane. I feel like you want to die half the time.
Stop it.
Okay, sorry. No,
Not true.
Sorry, now's not the time to talk about our suicidal thoughts. That's another story in another podcast episode. No, that's so fun. But I mean, I forgot. I mean, you had that intense psychedelic trip in Amsterdam. But we talked about that already.
What did we see on? Wait. Oh my God! When we got stuck at the mall.
Oh my God. Me and fucking Boots, we did these truffles in Amsterdam, and then we went and we got stuck. We went to the mall. Why did we go to the mall?
Because you needed a luggage.
Oh, I needed to buy luggage. I remember I needed another suitcase because I had bought so much clothes. So we went, and there was these escalators to go up everywhere. I just remember we were just rolling up these escalators for like a minute, and we would just keep getting off on different things, and like we'd look at stuff, and like we got stuck at that mall for 5 hours.
Jeannie was always in front of me on the escalators, and Jeannie would look down at me, and I'd be like, Jeannie, I want to get off of these escalators already.
I thought we were going to cry because we couldn't leave, and we were just like, I want to leave.
And Jeannie was like, we just have to get this luggage.
We're like, we have to get the luggage. Focus on the prize, and we can go. But we just kept getting stuck on the escalators. We were just like up and down, and then we're like, how do we get off? How do we get off? And then we're like, where is the suitcases? And we couldn't find. We're just like, oh, you got that there?
Yeah.
And really?
Buy more stuff on drugs.
I just remember we went to the suitcase, and then I was trying to pay for the suitcase with the suitcase. Like, I was like,
Jeannie was tapping the suitcase with her debit card. She was like,
I was tapping the suitcase with my debit card, like, I'm trying to pay. And then, like, we were like, we have to ask for help. And then, like, we were like, I think they already know we're fucked up. And we were like, it's okay. It's Amsterdam. There's truffle shops. Like, they have to know everyone's on shrooms right now. So then we were just, like, asking for help. And then they all looked at us, like, very concerned. And, like, we left. I don't even know. How did we make it home? I have no idea. I don't remember.
I couldn't tell if we were just paranoid about them knowing we were like hallucinating, or if like, you know, I just never know.
I don't know either. Maybe we were just paranoid, but that was insane. That was scary.
It was so good.
That was good. The last day was really bad.
Yeah.
But it was good at the same time. It was good, but it was bad.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. So, in conclusion, what are your final thoughts on drugs after everything?
Definitely start when you're 12, 13. Always go for the sinus section. And
You don't want to be stuck doing drugs when you're old.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
only do drugs as a kid. Start in school. That no drug shit in high school when they tell you don't do drugs. You know that shit?
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Like, it was like D-A-R.
D-R. Oh, yeah.
Dare.
Dare. It was D-dare, bitch. It was D-dare.
D-dare.
It was D-dare.
They're lying to you.
They're lying to you. It's dare for dare line.
They're lying.
They're lying. Oh my god. Anyways, do drugs when you're young. And this is Don't Take It Personal.
Don't take it personal.
See you later, snowflakes. Do drugs.